On that note, welcome to the Kewanee Area Community Choir's Spring 2025 concert, The People You Meet in Song. And what a way to begin. Teresa Yarger certainly isn't a phantom, but she's gifted us with the music that the Phantom played in the 1962 film version of Phantom of the Opera. It's based on a 1910 novel by Gaston Leroux. The Phantom of the Opera tells the tale of a disfigured musical genius who haunts the Paris Opera House. Mesmerized by the talents and beauty of the young soprano Christine, the Phantom lures her as his protege and falls fiercely in love with her. The Phantom, who wears a mask over half his face to hide his disfigurement, goes to deadly extremes to promote Christine's career. Great music from a story of extreme manipulation and control. In a much less deadly manner, we have another story of manipulation and control in the musical Gypsy, which has had 7 runs on Broadway. It's loosely based on the 1957 memoirs of Gypsy Rose Lee. It focuses on her mother, Rose, whose name has become synonymous with the ultimate awful stage mother. Rose is determined to live out her personal desire to gain fame through her 2 daughters, Louise and June. The 2 girls are performing on vaudeville. While June was an outgoing child star, Louise, the older of the 2, hung in the background. She was shy. The act only had 1 song, May We Entertain You. June was always the centerpiece, and Louise held back. Well, June eventually, as they grew older, got tired of her mother's manipulations and eloped and left the act. So Louise was forced to step up and perform, and by that time vaudeville was waning. And so she entered into a burlesque show, gaining fame over the years and taking on the name Gypsy Rose Lee. As she became bolder in her act, she changed the name of their childhood song to the much more seductive, Let Me Entertain You.
All about it. Extra, extra, hey, look at the headlines. Historical news is being made. Extra, extra, they're drawing a red line around the biggest scoop of the decade. A barrel of charm, a fabulous thrill, the biggest little Entertaining you, you'll have a
We do hope to entertain you, but our offerings will be less suggestive than gypsy songs. Our next number, quite by contrast, introduces the Old Testament figure of Joseph, famous for his coat of many colors. The medley takes us from the day Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery and told his father that he was dead, through his heroic interpretation of the Pharaoh's dreams, which saved Egypt from famine, to a reunion with his brothers, which Joseph facilitated by hiding a valuable chalice in his younger brother Benjamin's bags, then causing him to be accused of theft. And it concludes with Joseph's triumphant leadership and the return of Joseph's amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
river when the 7 fat cows came up out of the Nile. Oh yeah. And right behind there's a fine healthy animals and 7 other cows that were skinny and vile. Oh yeah. And then the big cows ate the bad cows, which I thought the things were good. Oh yeah. But it didn't make them better like the monsters of Peru should. Oh yeah. And when the big cow heard it, then they did ever live. Well, the dreams got me baffled, so don't you tell me what it means. Now you know that King Caesar dead, but I don't have a clue. So don't be cruel, Joseph. Tell me now I beg of you. Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows, and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me, darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answer lies far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Take him, take me. Benjamin is straighter than the tall palm tree. I hear the steel drums sing their song. They're singing, man, you know you got it wrong. I hear the voice of the yellow bird singing in the tree. This is quite absurd. Oh yes, it's true. Benjamin is greater than the big bamboo. No ifs, no buts. Benjamin is honest as his coconut. Sure as the tide washed the golden sand, Benjamin is an innocent man. Sure as bananas, seeds and sun, we are the criminals, guilty ones. Oh no, not he. How you green road ahead of your time. Ahead of my time. Ahead of my time. Ahead of my
The medley we just sang gives a fairly accurate, if condensed, version of the biblical account of Joseph's life. By contrast, Walt Disney's film Pocahontas is noted for its historical inaccuracy. Disney's version of Pocahontas centers on John Smith, the man with whom Pocahontas supposedly was in love. Well, in reality, John Smith came to her town when she was only 9 or 10 years old, and he was 27. Despite Disney's narrative, the two were never romantically involved. In fact, John Smith was feared by many indigenous children in the area, and he was known to enter villages and hold various chiefs of tribes at gunpoint, demanding food and supplies. Not such a nice guy. Nevertheless, in the Disney version, we have a love story. And at one point in the story, there is a rather angry confrontation between Pocahontas and John Smith, in which she rebukes John, saying, "You think I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. But still, I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know." She then hands him his rifle and continues to tell him the things that he doesn't know, as she sings the beautiful melody of the colors of the wind.
We are all
You can only earth and still, all you hold is earth on still. You can paint with all the colors of the
After 3 numbers that have dealt with real figures from history, we move to a totally fictitious character. Peter Gunn was the first detective series whose character was created especially for television instead of being adapted from other media. Peter Gunn was an American private eye with a girlfriend, Edie Hart, who was a lounge singer. The series was broadcast by NBC from September 22, 1958 to 1960, and by ABC in 1960 and 61. The series is probably best remembered for its music, including the iconic Peter Gunn theme, which earned composer Henry Mancini an Emmy and 2 Grammys. In contrast to the flowing beauty of Colors of the Wind, the choir now presents the jazzy, traditionally instrumental theme song to Peter Gunn. After that, we're ready for a break. So we will be receiving an offering to help defray the cost of these concerts. I don't know if you realize, but it typically costs us about $1,000 to perform a concert. For this concert, because we used some music we already had on hand, the cost of music for each choir member was $22.18. So your donations are definitely appreciated. During this interlude, Rose is going to help us remember Maria and the Von Trapp family. Once again, the people are real, but the storyline is romanticized and fictionalized, but it's the account of the Trapp family's story. The producers did take some liberties, however, to create a compelling narrative. While it captures the spirit of their musical journey and their escape from Austria, it's important to remember that this film is not a documentary. But for now, relax and enjoy the music as Rose plays selections from the ever-popular Sound of Music. Our choir couldn't get along without Rose. I still remember how panicked we were when we thought we weren't going to have an accompanist when Brock Tumbleson got sick. And Marshall Jones spoke up and he said, "I think I know somebody." And boy, are we glad he did. We are so blessed to have Rose and Teresa, and both of these women have already played for worship services this morning, and yet they're willing to share their gifts with us. I think we need to thank them both again. As we continue our review of the people we meet in songs, we introduce sharpshooter Annie Oakley, who lived from 1860 to 1926. The musical Annie Gets Her Gun, the fictionalized version of her life, and her romance with sharpshooter Frankie Butler was first performed in 1946. It features a scene in which others are attempting to persuade Annie Oakley to join Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. And they do so with a slightly tongue-in-cheek salute to the glamour and the excitement of life in show business. Not once, not twice, but 3 times during the show we hear a rendition of "There's No Business Like Show Business."
Change it for a sack of gold. Let's go.
Let's go on with the show as we meet a fictitious dairyman, Tevye, who lives with his family in a small Jewish village in Tsarist Russia in the early 20th century. Tevye is so poor that he has to pull his own milk cart because his horse is lame. The musical Fiddler on the Roof follows Tevye as he grapples with balancing tradition with the changing world around him, particularly as his three strong-willed oldest daughters seek to marry for love rather than having the traditional arranged marriages. Their choices of husbands are successively less palatable for Tevye. At the wedding of Tetzel, Tevye and Golda's oldest daughter, to the rich butcher Lazar, the two parents sing about how they can't believe their daughter and the groom have grown up, while the daughters, Hodel and Perchik, sing dreamily about whether there may be a wedding in the near future for them. We hear this part of their story in the song Sunrise, Sunset.
Is this the little girl I care
Another fictional character, little orphan Annie, who rose to fame in the comic strips before being featured in a musical, teaches us about having hope even in the darkest times. The musical is set during the Great Depression in New York City. Annie lives in an orphanage run by the thoroughly unpleasant, child-hating Miss Hannigan. She dreams of finding her parents, who it's finally revealed had died years ago. After running away and meeting many interesting individuals, Annie is taken to the home of wealthy businessman Orville Warbucks by his secretary, Grace Farrell, who became a surrogate mother to Annie. At first, Warbucks is upset to discover Annie is in his home, declaring that only boys can be orphans. Well, Daddy Warbucks grows to love Annie, and in the end, after fending off numerous frauds who claimed to be her parents in order to get the reward that Warbucks had offered should her parents come forward, Warbucks decides himself to adopt her. And he notes that this Christmas is the beginning of a new life for them, for the orphans, all of whom have been adopted by Warbucks' rich friends, and for the rest of the country, thanks to Roosevelt's New Deal. Tomorrow will be a new and better day for everyone, especially for Annie.
together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my sky blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrap me around. You wrap me around. Your cute little finger. Your finger. You made my love song. You made my love song. You made me a singer. A singer. And what's that tune I always love a blue. I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but you. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day
As our concert draws to a close, we hope you've enjoyed meeting this eclectic group of real and fictional characters. If you'd like to hear these songs again, the choir will be performing Tuesday night at 5:30 at the Kewanee Senior Center. For an evening out, you can choose to go to the center at 5 for a burger bar with tater tot bake, baked beans, salad bar, and chocolate lush. If you plan to eat, though, call to let them know how many to plan for. Or simply join us at 5:30 for the concert. Thank you to First United Methodist Church for hosting today's concert, and a special thanks to Heather Bauer for managing the sound system and recording the concert so that it can be on Facebook. We really appreciate your help. The final member of our cast of people you meet in songs is the capricious nanny Mary Poppins, as she drifts into town on her umbrella to care for the Banks children. Mary is a master of magical delight with her spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. She takes the children on remarkable adventures, even dancing on the rooftops with her friend, the chimney sweep, Bert. On one adventure, Mary and Bert and the children create chalk drawings which come to life. During that time, Mary wins a horse race, and when she's flushed from winning the race, she's surrounded by reporters who say, well, maybe you just don't have any words. And Mary disagrees, saying that there's one word that's always appropriate. And she begins the song with that word. During the song, Mary Poppins exclaims, you know you can say it backwards, which is docius aliexpistic fragicalorupus. But she says, that's going a bit too far, don't you think? And Bert says, yes, indubitably. We hope your afternoon with us has been as much fun as time spent with Mary Poppins, that you might indeed go away saying that this has indeed been a day that is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose and tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved the aching nose. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you find very precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Thank you.